Good morning from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's, we're early this morning. Well, the royal we. This bloody lipstick is dripping all over my face. Well, it's an old one I haven't used for a long time, and I don't use it because I don't like it dripping. You have to laugh. I can't take it seriously, all this nonsense. I thought I'll put a bit of lipstick on because I'm a little bit washed out looking today, and you know, I reserve the full makeup, the full regalia for my wild dance on Friday nights, do I not? And I really should get in the habit of plastering on my war paint for my YouTube videos as well, because I do sort of look a whitish shade of pale and various kind of weird motley shades. But you know, it is what it is, darlings. I told you I was sick. Nobody believes me. But anyway, I'm actually doing not too badly this morning. I was only up twice last night, which that is a good night. I got a good block of sleep from 12:30 till I think it was 9 a.m. when I woke up. Pretty good. Pity I can't have that every night, but that's what I'm hoping for. Good blocks of sleep will mean Mama T's maybe not so emotionally reactive to everything. But anyway, life is beautiful. Be in it and fight for your right to party. So I've got Charlie outside, and she was quite excited about that prospect, although it looks like we might get some intermittent showers, but the sun's come out, so it's all very lovely. And as always, I'm looking forward to my dance tonight. So hopefully if I shape up well enough, don't feel too tired by, you know, 8ish, 9ish p.m. when I start putting on my makeup and preparing myself mentally for the wild version of the Tanya who's always with me, but I have to kind of prepare to unleash her out on the world. It's partly why I don't like her being stymied. So it takes a lot of courage and confidence to be out in the world when you're a single woman on your own. Been doing this for 29 years, so, I mean, being on my own, I mean. So I handle it. I handle it very well. But it's, as you get older, things get a little bit more, there's a kind of a vulnerability, I suppose. But, you know, there are souls out there who prey on that vulnerability and try to prevent me from being my best version of myself. And my best version of myself has come late to the party of consciousness. So I do not want her constrained, curtailed, or stymied in any way. So I arc up about it, I guess. I've been arcing up about it all week, haven't I? Well, if that's all I've got to arc up about, then it's not so bad, I suppose. Life's pretty good. I have a beautiful home to live in and a beautiful garden, and I don't need anyone. In real terms, I don't need anyone. I have flights of fantasy where I think, oh, wouldn't it be lovely to have a beautiful man to make love with and have a partner? And then I wake up and slap myself and go, are you crazy, Tanya? Are you crazy? Do you know what sacrifices you would have to make for that situation to arise? Do you know how many parts of you would literally have to sell out to the devil? Have you not fought so long and hard to have this wonderful life of yours, and you're willing to just toss it away on a whim for the sake of a man? It's disturbing. It's disturbing. It tells me I'm not right in my head. So, but I keep doing it because biological imperative, fear of death, fear of loneliness, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of isolation. What's there to be afraid of? I've lived that way for 29 fucking years. It's not like it's a fear I haven't already subsumed many, many, many times. So I'm trying to work out what all this nonsense is about. I actually think a lot of it's not even mine. I think it's someone else freaking out about their intentions or their life path, and it's all been kind of directed at me. The fantasy, the example of freedom that everyone desires and yes, kind of desires, and then when they get a real taste of it, they freak out because it comes at great expense. Everything in life has a price, even if it's not a... I can only click fingers with my left hand. Even if it's not a... Look, can't do it. Well, I broke my wrist when I was 7. I think that's why. But anyway, everything has a price, babies. True love always comes at the expense of someone else who loves deeply and loses out. The loser is usually me, by the way. That's been a life pattern I've not been able to change as of yet. I'm a bit pissed off about it, quite frankly. I'm a bit pissed off. I was told that, you know, when I'm well, I'm not 60 yet, am I? But I was promised when I was 60 that my true lover man would come into my life, and I had this romantic idea that it would somehow be a lovely thing. No, it would involve servitude to a male who may or may not have my back, and it may be another fucking epic disaster. Just saying. So, my life really is an ongoing horror movie, especially when it comes to wanting a loving partner. Ask my other exes how that went for them when they tried to strangle my very life out of me. The last one didn't lay his hands on me, but he strangled me in many other ways, including driving me out of my then dance space, out of just malevolent envy or spite, or still don't know what that was about. But anyway, life goes on. I am the Tanya. I am beautiful in my weird, kintsugi, broken ways, and I am powerful, and I am loved, albeit not romantic, passionate, requited, sexually satiated, fulfilled ways, but I am loved. I am loved by the gods. I am loved. And mere mortals cannot comprehend that, and I don't expect them to. You have to die numerous times and get sent back to earth to have that kind of relationship with the gods, by the way. And a lot of those deaths were not actually planned or of my choosing, but each one was a soul recalibration and kind of a defiance too, that I was sent back. Someone, whoever that someone is, wants me here, with or without a loving partnership. Most of the time without. So here we go. I'm going to continuously do what I always do. Speak my truth, write my truth, dance my truth, and with my very last breathing cyanotic lips that I'm disguising with luscious, very glossy. This lipstick is so old, it's about 5 years old. It's probably toxic shock syndrome waiting to happen. Glossy lipstick that I never wear because it melts like a Dalinesque painting. I will adhere to my truth. So today's readings are of memories, 3rd of May 2024 now. We're almost halfway through May. The year's gone quickly. It's so sweet when you're a bit in love. Life just rolls on exponentially. You don't even notice how quickly life is sliding past you, and don't even notice half the time what you're missing out on, because you're just so distracted by the sweetness. Oh, so lovely. Anyway, so today's readings are titled Spirit Messengers from my Māori cousins' ancestors. A huge honour, especially since I'm Pakeha, and they were, my cousins' ancestors were Māori royalty, chiefs of their tribe, way up north, Northland, northern part of New Zealand. So very great honour indeed that they came to me and were sending me messages. And also it was actually came as a bit of a shock, because I don't very often hear spirit, and I wasn't actually opening up to spirit and my mediumship capabilities. I was frantically cleaning Charlie's room, you know, mopping frantically in kind of a frenzy. I was in a hurry to get it all cleaned up for some mad reason. I think Jared was coming over, or was expecting visitors or something. And so I frantically mopping, and I could hear these words being said into my ear that were, I knew it was Māori, but of course I don't speak Māori. So I had to put the mop down, yell at them that it was inconvenient timing, but they were insistent, to put the mop down and try and write down in transliteration what they were saying to me. It was a very, very, very weird experience, to be honest. And my cousin and we still don't understand why they didn't just go and speak to her directly, since she is their great-grandchild, you know? Why fly over all the way in a millisecond of thought, mind you, because there's spirit, to Brisbane, Australia, to whisper in my ear when they could just talk to her direct there in New Zealand, in Aotearoa, on holy New Zealand land. It doesn't make sense to me. But it was an honour, and I am grateful and appreciative of their eternal love. So here I posted back in 2014, she was newly arrived in my life at that time, her in socks, a photo of Sophie, and I wrote, Sophie keeping me company on the couch while I wait for that evil backstabbing creature to take me out. Waiting around for people who are disingenuous actually makes my blood curdle in my veins, but I didn't know that at the time. If I knew that at the time, it wouldn't have been happening. There she is, little Sophie. Such a beautiful girl. So, still on my mother's old couch, because I didn't get rid of that till 2019. Or was it 2020? I think it was 2019. 3rd of May 2024. This is this morning's writings. Just one moment, I'm just going to get my cup of tea. I remembered I heated up, but I forgot to drink it. And my throat's closing up. I always forget something for my videos, don't I? It's already gone cold again too, but cold-ish. Lukewarm-ish. I don't do lukewarm. I do wild, I do passionate, I do full on. I'm either fully on or I'm fully off, babies. So I'm a bit weird like that. Anyway, ultimately, no one gives a fuck. So here I have to share with you my writings this morning. I just woke up with the line, I keep dancing on my own. I keep dancing on my... I can't even think of the melody. I keep dancing on my own. Anyway, it was running through my head just upon awakening, which is a message from my spirit people, right? Don't know which spirit sent me that song, but probably Roberta, who used to like to come through to me with song lyrics back in the early 90s. So, so I woke up with the line, I keep dancing on my own, running through my head. I immediately recognised the melody and I knew what the line was from. A profound message, as I am not certain if I wish to dance tonight. But I do that every Friday. I'm always like, am I going to go out? I'm kind of tired. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be difficult. But I might have a wonderful time. I usually have a wonderful time. But can I be bothered? And I do this, and then all of a sudden a switch will go off around about 8 p.m. Ding! Sometimes 7 p.m. Ding! And I'll say, you're going, girlfriend, you're going, whether you want to or not, you are going dancing. And then I'll go and start getting ready, and it's almost kind of a ritual and prepare, as I said earlier, preparedness. And then I go out quite happily and contentedly and determinedly. And, 9 times out of 10, I have a wonderful time. So it's kind of part of my, I guess it's a feature of my CPTSD and my anxiety that I always have this kind of quavering on Friday mornings or Friday afternoon sometimes. Are you going to go out? Oh, I don't know. And then I go, and it's fabulous. So here's the message, right? A profound message, as I am not certain if I wish to dance tonight. Mind you, I just literally freaking battered my eyelashes open from moving from the astral realm back into the 3D reality realm. I was just still recalibrating my brain, and I'm being nudged by spirit, right? As they do. Trying to work out why my that's better. While my flower's half hanging down. I have taken some kind of weird emotional hit. Not sure what that is even about, except I don't like having my wild spirit or shamanic dance constrained, even if it is well-intentioned to protect my thick, stubborn, stoic, Slavic neck. And I've actually been quite unwell this week with gut issues as well. I've really not been well. So if I decide later tonight that I'm not going to go dancing, I have free will. I don't have to obey invisible spooks, direct orders from the other worlds. Sometimes I rebel against them too. So it's not about other people's intentions. It's about what my spirit and my body and my mind need to, if I need a rest, I need a fucking rest. Sometimes I have to knock myself down to rest too, because my spirit is always determined to thrive. And because I live alone, the weekends are kind of like sacred to me. They're the only time I really go out and mix out in public spaces with lots of other people on my wild nights of dancing. And it is stressful for me, but I do it because it's good for me to be out in the world once a week. So I'm always riding this dichotomy, and if I miss out on dancing, I resent it for the entire rest of the week because it feels like a missed opportunity to just be out in the world, carefree and joyous, dancing my dance in the public eye. I mean, I can dance alone at home, you know. I've been told not to wash my neck off anymore, so I'll have to do that alone at home if I want to get the full spiritual innovation that comes with that they're so fucking afraid of, by the way. Maybe they should be afraid. Maybe I do frighten them. Boo. But anyway, not my monkey, not my circus. So here is the answer. Just keep dancing on your own, baby girl. Fear nothing, fear no one, not even the gods. The Holy One in all manifestations has your back, baby girl. And that is what really scares the bejesus out of most other mortals. They lack the faith and the relationship you've developed over many years. It's my favourite parcel delivery man, but I'm not expecting a parcel, so he was slowing down to go to someone else's house, but I thought for a moment, is he going to stop here because I'm not expecting anything? Anyway, just keep dancing on your own. The dance is for me. Anyway, it's a lady, it's a different driver. If others relate to it or derive a healing from it, then it is a gift from the gods, channeled through my whirling, dervishing, tempestuous, hobbit, rotund flesh. It is a force of nature, but also of supernature, which was a wonderful book written by, I've forgotten his name now, Supernature. Oh, it stopped in front of my house again. I'm definitely not expecting any parcels though. Or am I? No. I haven't ordered anything. There is something very off-kilter for a man who claims to love me to tell me only recently, oh, but Joseph, it is coming. All right, one moment. Hi. I'm going, good love. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Right, too many distractions. It was a parcel for me. It's some worming stuff I bought for Charlie and completely bloody forgot that I even ordered anything. I'm not travelling so well these days. I'm forgetting things, and that's not like me. I haven't seen any worms, but I haven't wormed in a long time, so I thought probably wouldn't hurt, you know. Anyway, that's enough distractions. Let me start from the beginning, because I've been all over the shit show, all over the place this morning. So let's just run it through again like a professional, and I'll try to stop segueing, all right? I'm sorry I am like this. It's just a sign that I'm not really all that well physically, and mentally I'm kind of okay, but I'm just meandering. Oh, my beautiful psychiatrist, my handsome, sweet, loving, one of the few humans that actually does care about my existence on this planet, for real. It's fought hard to keep me here. Would just say, don't worry, Tanya, it's just sleep deprivation. But I'm so terrified of losing my mind completely because my mother died of advanced Alzheimer's that even this meandering around is kind of disturbing to my mind. Like, I've always been a little bit meandery and lateral thinking, but this is getting ridiculous now. So, Mama T is back in the room, reintegrated, and here we go. I just woke up with the line, I keep dancing on my own, running through my head. A profound message, as I am not certain if I wish to dance tonight. I have taken some kind of weird emotional hit. Not sure what that is even about, except I don't like having my wild spirit or shamanic dance constrained, even if it is well-intentioned to protect my thick, stubborn, stoic, Slavic neck. Here it is. It's been strangled 3 times. It's been moshed more times than I can count, many, many times. And it's still holding up my thick, stoic, Slavic, Polish background, flat head, and my English, Irish, Scottish spirit, and my Jewish spirit, and my German, Polish spirit. It's holding this shit together, and I just segued, didn't I? Sorry. Here we go. So here is the answer. Just keep dancing on your own. The dance is for me. If others relate to it or derive a healing from it, then it is a gift from the gods, channeled through my whirling dervishing, tempestuous, hobbit, rotund flesh. It is a force of nature, but also of supernature. And I'm thinking if I'm not allowed to dance wildly anymore, if it's being socially constrained, in the clubs I'll have to go back to, and I was starting to go back to it, the 5 rhythms where no one stops you dancing as wildly as you possibly wish to. In ecstatic dance, it is encouraged that you let go and completely throw yourself into the dance. So I'll just go there instead. One door closes, another door opens. You can't kill me. You can't kill my spirit. You can't kill my vibe. You can't kill my jive, babies. There's always another opportunity, even if I have to dance on my own at home, which I did do when I was mandated out for 6 months by spiteful, ignorant, stupid, ridiculous people. Segued again. Well, here we go. There is something very off-kilter for a man who claims to love me to tell me only recently that he loves my power, to then only 3 weeks later try to limit my power. But it is the way of men. And I'm sure he does love me. He's my friend, and I love him too, because he's my friend. And if things were different and he was single, if he had any little slightest bit of attraction to me, it'd be a different kind of relationship. But I can't go there because he's a married man, and anyway, I might have misread the signals and been a bit silly, quite frankly, as I often do when I have love flow to me, because it's so unusual to have a man expressing love for me. I'm not accustomed to it. It's actually a rarity to have a man, being sweet and kind of a bit romantic, So it's not completely nuts that I misread the signals. I'm only human after all, and my humanness, that desire to be a fully functioning sexual being again. It's part of the life force. It's completely natural. So why do I feel stymied and punished for being a real woman? It's ridiculous, is what it is. Anyway, but it is the way of men. It's destructive, it's dangerous. Men who love me but simultaneously fear me. It's as ancient as sex and death and war. Ha ha, sex and candy chewing away at my heart and soul. Just threw another song line in there for good measure because I like that song actually. I smell sex and candy. Who's that? Casting devious stares in your direction. Honey, it surely is a dream. There's the message again. Mama T's right onto it, you see? I'm right onto it. I'm flowing with my homies. I'm riding that wave. They think I'm crazy and they don't realise I'm surfing right over the top, babies. I get dumped and slumped, but watch out when I ride the next wave, babies. You may or may not be on it with me. Free will. Stymie the life force, steal the chi, tame the wild women, if necessary, kill them. But Mama T has died 12 times or more and been broken 100 times. I actually think it's probably more than 100 times, but who's counting? She serves her head and heart to no mortal anymore. So she will dance alone, as she has always done. And when her head falls off, or her heart finally cracks open so wide, her kintsugi'd spiritual gold falls out or irradiates into another energy form. The dance will go on into the light or the darkest, blackest of nights, according to the will of the gods. Them's fighting words, little one. Yes, Great Spirit, you created me this way, sent me unavailable men, and played me for a fool for aeons. So I fight for love, for me, for sanguine gnosis, and for my sanity, safety, and for my wild, defiant, triumphant, exhilarated dance. You will deny me, you still deny me, truest, deepest, most loyal love. So this is all that is left to me. Aho. And I posted the song sung by Callum Scott from the album Only Human, which again is kind of a message in that too. Dancing on my own. May 2023. My daughter rang me this evening to try to work out some gematria that had been gifted to her by Spirit at 5 a.m. It was interesting. So my daughter, like me, has psychic abilities, and she got woken up at 5 a.m. with these strange messages. So you see, I'm not the only one in my bloodlines to have these abilities or gifts or, you know, talents, or I don't know what you call it. She informed me that Samhain in Australia, or the Southern Hemisphere, is on 5th of May. Well, it would have been a few days ago, because in the Northern Hemisphere they celebrated Beltane. So it's officially Samhain now, and so it's not surprising that the spirits are, you know, communicating with us a bit more clearly and distinctly than usual, because at Samhain the veil is thin and the spirits walk amongst us, and those of us who are open can hear them or see them or communicate with them. And it's completely normal, but it's kind of enhanced at this time of year. And at that time of year last year, it coincided with the lunar eclipse. The energies will be intense when and or if I go dancing this Friday. So you see, even there, I write when or if. I never have a categoric, I'm definitely going dancing. That doesn't kick in till quite late in the evening when it's time to get ready and go, right? I better be prepared. How much is this leaking? No, can't be having that. I hate this lipstick. I think I'll throw it out. I've hardly worn it because of that reason. I just grabbed it and thought, it's old now, it might have dried out a bit, but no. I better be prepared. I thought last Friday was rather intense as it was. I went through the grit. That's a freaking typo. Dear Goddess. And now it won't let me. And now I've lost the whole frickin' thing. Are you serious? Have to navigate back to the page, sorry. And now my computer won't let me back into Vocal Media. Are you serious? Right, this is kind of a crisis because I need it to read it. I need to read it. And we're 38 minutes in and I need to read it. Okay, I might try this. Just bear with me. We're still filming. I'm just gonna